So we are watching a war in Middle East. We are watching all this drama, the closure of Hormuz of Strait, State of Hormuz, the attack on oil facilities, and demands for more attacks on oil facilities. We are also seeing how the tankers are being stuck. We are also seeing the rising prices of global energy. We are also seeing uh, petroleum emergency in various countries, including European theater. But another war which is going on and nobody is talking about is the petroleum war between United States of America and Russia. I am noticing since past few days or few months that Ukraine is constantly targeting Russia's energy infrastructure, and this cannot be done without the nod of Washington. So when Strait of Hormuz is being blocked, when energy prices are very high, then why Ukraine is targeting the energy infrastructure of Russia? I think because America wants domination on exports of petroleum products. And the American petroleum companies are minting money by petroleum exports right now. And there is a silent approval from Washington to Kyiv that you can do it. And another thing which I want to discuss is Abbas Araghchi, the foreign minister of Iran, his visit to China, Beijing. And China has already said that China supports sovereignty and territorial integrity of Iran. And in China, Mr. Abbas Araghchi, he said that Iran has emerged more stronger after this war. So join all these things. The Chinese support for Iran's sovereignty and territorial integrity, his comments, and look at the time when he has visited China. He has also visited Russia. Now he has also visited China, and he is visiting many of the allies countries of Iran. And this is at a time when within few days Bahrain and United States of America is bringing a bill against Iran for opening of Strait of Hormuz in UN Security Council. Last time also there was a bill by Bahrain, and it was vetoed against by China and Russia. And before this bill, once again, Abbas Araghchi has visited China as well as Moscow. So I think, to me, it's the writing on the wall that Chinese and Russians are supporting them. And Chinese and Russians, especially the Chinese, are supporting, I think they are looking at Iran from the point of view of new Middle Eastern order, which will emerge post this war. Any war in the world will have to end someday. This war will also end. But the architecture, the security architecture which will emerge in Middle East, Iran will have a say in that, and both of these global powers are looking at that thing. Then we are also seeing that American President Mr. Donald Trump is constantly giving threats to Iran, but those threats are not working. And why those threats are not working? Because the two great powers, that is China and Russia, I'll say one and a half power, because Russia is actually stuck in the war in Europe. So one and a half power, half of Russia and one of China, they are supporting and standing behind Iranians. And that is the reason the threats are not working. Mr. Trump has closed or blockaged the Strait of Hormuz. But if we talk about war supplies to Iran, those supplies can come from Russia via Caspian Sea, and they cannot blockade the Caspian Sea. China also, they have many routes to send the war supplies. So this war can drag on for long if these two powers start supporting, and they are supporting Iranians. Then there is also one thing coming in geopolitical events is the Donald Trump's visit to Beijing. And Trump was planning to go to Beijing with several of the Trump cards in his hands. But right now he is with zero card. He had the card of Venezuela, and he was wanting to have a card of Iran also, so that he can tell Chinese that I am controlling your oil supplies, energy supplies from Venezuela, and now look what have I done to Iran. So you have to do what I say. But that's not the case, and Chinese will be ready to ask him, what's your firm stand on Taiwan? And who will be in anxiety? That will be Japanese and South Koreans.